So your career really kind of took off when you won the Untz Challenge. Do you want to talk about what the Untz Challenge is and how all that started?
I mean, it was so. I've had a friend that's been a part of everything with me since the beginning. Since when I first got to play opening for Manic Focus at the intersection, I met a guy. His name's Josh Osborne, and he has been photographer for me ever since.
Okay.
Like I met him. He liked my set a lot, and then him and I just became really good friends. And then he became really good friends with, who now is my wife.
Okay.
And everything just kind of took off from there. And then, because we all just became kind of a team. And so I didn't even know what the Untz Festival was. And then Josh comes up to me one day and he just goes, "Hey, like, you should write a song and submit for the Untz." And I'm like, "The hell is that?" I'm like, what is that? Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And then I look into it, and then I realize, oh my God, the grand prize is like, you get to go and travel the country and go and do a bunch of crazy stuff. And so I was like, all right. So I sat down that night, started writing the song that I called Bloom. That was what ended up winning the staff pick. And it was crazy to me. Because when I first started, when they first announced it and all that stuff and the voting started, I was number one for the first 3 days on the votes. I was like, hell yeah. And then Lifted, the other guys that they won the popular vote, they just surpassed me.
Yeah.
Surpassed everybody.
Yeah.
Super fast. Like in a week they had I think it was 1,000 votes or something.
They probably had a big following.
So I just said, all right, well, I'm not going to win that. Oh, well, screw it. So then, I'm working at Buffalo Wild Wings at the time at this point. And I get, all of a sudden, I'm serving at a table and I feel my phone go off. I feel it vibrating. And I'm like, okay, that's who's calling me right now? So then I go out to, and this is also when I used to smoke cigarettes. So, I'm going outside to take my smoke break for the 80th time of the day. And then I go check my phone and I see it's a call from California. And I'm like, who the hell? And it said Mariposa, California. And I didn't click the 2 and 2. Because the Untz Festival is in Mariposa, California. It's actually right next to Yosemite National Park.
Wow.
You can literally see, almost see the entrance from it.
Wow.
It's dope.
I bet. Yeah.
If we would have had time, we would have gone.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm like, okay, whatever. So I call it. And then this guy answers. He goes, "Hi, this is Avi Gallant." He's like, "Is this Colin?" And I'm like, "Yeah, this is." And then he goes, "Well, just want you to know that you have been chosen by the staff to be our staff pick winner for the Untz Festival this year, or the Untz Challenge this year." And I was just like, "What?" I'm sitting on the phone. I'm like, "Who are you?
Yeah.
What?"
Yeah.
And then he literally, I'll never forget. He goes, "Take a breath. This is real. This is happening." And I was just like, "Huh." Oh my God, I started literally immediately freaking out. And I'm trying to hold it back. I'm like,
right.
Heck yeah, man. I'm trying to remain cool,
right,
I'm
right,
just yeah, dude, sure, yeah, totally, I'm down. Yeah, I'll be at every festival. Yeah, don't even think about how I'm going to get there.
Right.
And I'm just like, yeah, totally, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, totally. So I got a phone. I start bawling. I'm like, oh my God, I did it. I'm just freaking out. Yeah. I called Josh right away. I wait till I get out of work. I was luckily I was getting out of work in 20 minutes after that call. Yeah. So I called Josh right away, told him. He just started, I just all of a sudden hear the phone drop and him scream. And then I leave work, drive straight to my wife's work, because she worked at B-Dubs as well, but she worked in Muskegon. I worked in Holland.
Oh, okay.
So I drove straight to her, and then I just was sitting there as I was walking in. I'm like, you need to talk to me right now. This shit's happening. Right. And then I sit down with her and I tell her, and she was like, what? And then I just started telling everybody. Yeah. I was just like, this is happening. And then but they told me, don't announce just yet. We'll let you know. So then they finally let me know. And then I had to wait a week to announce, because they were just trying to get everything prepped, get the, articles ready, all that stuff. And then I said, hey, I posted on Facebook being I have the biggest announcement of my entire life happening in a week. I was like, I will be announcing it via live video, whatever. So just be on the lookout. Yeah. Soon as I started up that live video, I had 7,000 people in it.
I was one of them. I remember watching it.
Literally just that. I had done live feeds before, and I maybe have 15, 20... 5.
Yeah.
And then, but 7K in literally about 30 seconds was just And like the shares were just going. The fucking like people were just. I was just sitting there, just like. I'm waiting to tell you. I'm waiting to see how many people get in here now. And then I, said it, and I bawled my eyes out. As soon as I got off that live feed, I was crying for like an hour. It was insane, dude. Like, that was probably the coolest experience I've had. Yeah. I mean, I learned so much about myself, about my team, about music industry in general. Yeah. It's a dog eat dog cutthroat world out there. I'll tell you that much. But it's also very beautiful, very friendly, and very informative. Yeah. They will show you the way. Yeah. And it's amazing. It's amazing. So.
Hey, congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Like I said, it was really emotional watching the emotion that you had for winning, because and you could feel it, while you were talking. Like that was just unbelievable and so raw, and just like I fucking did it, right? Like, and then you were set on your journey, right?
Yeah. Now every year somebody goes and shares the video again, so then it gets another like few hundred views, and then I'll get people messaging me being like, "Congratulations!" I'm like, "This happened like 4 years ago." Like, thank you, but this happened a while ago. Yeah. Like, check the timestamp.
Yeah. So that set forth your journey, and so you were able to go to a couple festivals. Now talk about what ones you were able to hit.
I got to go and hit. So big one is the Home, Electric Forest, Imagine in Atlanta, Rise, Sonic Bloom, both in Colorado, Summer Camp, the Untz, and then I also had Dance Festopia. So really, I got 6 out of them.
Major festivals.
But all major. Like, they were just all...
Major.
And I gotta say, they were all just such unique experiences. Yeah. Each one of them. Not one of them was like the same feeling. Yeah. Not one of them had like the same crowd size. Not one of them had the same, energy or whatever. It was either like, but they all had just amazing feel. Yeah. Like, and I will say this was the coolest part, is every single one of them, even across the country, I saw people I knew, and it was just like, this is dope as fuck. Yeah. It was so cool, because then I'd hang out with them for a little bit, get catch up. Yeah. Like,
you never feel like you're alone, right?
Yep, exactly. Part, right? Never felt like I was really alone. That's awesome. And I will say, most of the we drove all the way out to California. Yeah. So we had the summer camp and then the Untz. And the Untz is in California, so we went to summer camp. Me, Josh, and Molly.
What were you guys driving? Just like a big bit?
Oh, we were driving my dad's Honda Pilot. Really? Yeah, we drove that, because none of our cars were good enough to make it. Yeah. None of our cars were ready to go. Like, I was ready to just take my piece of shit car and be like, I'm doing it. Yeah. I don't care one way or the other. Right. I'm making it. Yep. And I will say though, I gotta give credit to the people, because without them, I wouldn't have made it. I opened a GoFundMe. Really? And I think we got close to $7,000. Wow. To like help me get around.
That's awesome.
It was insane.
That's
like
awesome.
I never, like, that's something that you don't forget. Yeah. Like, that's something that I sat down and contemplated, because I was like, I don't want to make it look like I'm begging. Right. I don't want to make it look like I'm like, whatever. Like, and so, like, I'll be honest, right? I was right before I had to go to work. It was like noon, and I'm just getting done with like getting a shower. I'm just getting ready. I'm just sitting on my couch in underwear, and I'm like, do I do this? Do I post this link? And so, like, I already had it all typed up and everything. And I almost canceled it and almost just said, I'll figure it out. But then I was like, there's no figuring this out. Like, there was no way I'd be able to make that happen. Yeah. And, like, I look back on that now, and I still know there was no way I would have been able to make it happen without the people's help. Yeah, that's so awesome. Then I shared it. And then within 5 minutes, I had $5. And I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I was like, this is dope. And then within less than 3 hours, I was up to $1,000. Wow. It was just like,
that's insane.
Boom, 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 boom. And then it just got shared everywhere, and then people were just helping out. Like, it was just I didn't have one person that did like a ha-ha react about it. I didn't have anybody say anything negative. That was what surprised me the most. That's awesome. I was blown away, because it was just like everybody was just trying to help.
I think that can kind of speak volumes to what this scene is like. Exactly. Like, these are genuine people, who care.
It's a beautiful community.
It is. It really is.
Like, I'm so blessed and thankful to be a part of it. Yeah. I really am. Yeah. Like, it's just such a family feel that it's like I can go to there's sometimes, we have the bad eggs and whatnot, but
Right. Yep.
I mean, what area of the world doesn't?
Right. Exactly.
There's always going to be that bad egg or that attitude or whatever, and it's just whatever.
Yeah.
They won't last long.
Right. Yeah. And the people who aren't that way know how to combat
exactly.
that.
Exactly.
With love.
Exactly.
So,
And that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
So that's an incredible story, man. To be able to
insane.
do that and then have that fuel your journey and to make it what it was. Like and without it, it wouldn't have been.
I
what
will
it
say
was.
this